Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome yourselves back to another video. So today I'm going to be teaching you guys how I mixed my song Space, how I did these reverby, spacey, Travis Scott type vocals and all of that, all in Adobe Audition 2020, works for 2019, 2018, all of that. Super easy, all stock effects except for two effects that are 100% free, super easy to download, but this could be replicated 100% with all stock effects, 100%. So Space is a song that I wrote with the intent for the production to legitimately sound like I'm out in space. So that means a lot of reverb. That means just kind of an unreal aspect to it. Autotune, obviously lots of autotune. And I really like the product I came out with. This is the type of song to where I feel like if I had a big audience or whatever that was interested in this kind of stuff, they would ask, how did you mix it? How did you do it in Adobe? Not a lot of Adobe Audition tutorials and all of that. So if you want more tutorials, I might be doing them like every Friday. I would do that, but let's get into it. So let's play some certain parts of the song. Obviously, I'm not gonna play the whole song because it's about a 4-minute song, but I'm gonna play certain parts of the song where the production stands out. So first, I'm just gonna play with the beat. I'm drifting out in the atmosphere, super whispery, like the connections. Don't know what happened. What is reality anymore? Heaven's never been. So that's a pretty cool part. I have this part right here, which I have some effects on, which I'll explain in a second. My own emotions, I am swimming in the tears of an ocean. I know where I am going. Best part right here. Scares me so much. I'm stuck out in space with no. And then finally, in my opinion, a cool part would be right here. Time to move on. It just sounded so dope. So let's start with the beginning. All of the different effects I have in this, like I said, you can use it stock. And yeah, this was really a song I wanted to really use the whole space theme of like actually like it actually feeling like you're drifting out in space, and emotionally and feeling alone and stuff like that. And it thematically fit really well with the beat and the album I was going for that I put this on eventually. And if you want to check out like the full song, Spotify, it's Sean Phenomenon everywhere, same as the YouTube channel name. But let's get it. So let's cut the beat out and let's just solo with this first track. I'm drifting out in the atmosphere. Now, a cool thing to note, and by the way, I'm gonna be all over the place because this is one of the first song breakdowns I've ever done. But a cool thing to note is when I was recording this, I turned my mic volume all the way up, this exact mic, and when I did the drifting off part, I backed up probably a good 5 to 6 feet and just went, I'm drifting off in the. But I had my mic volume so high that it picked up all of my voice, but I was far away, so it kind of added for this cool effect. I wasn't happy with just this though, so I added another layer, which this has harmonizer on it. This is free, but it's not stock, but it's free. And basically what it does is it's just like glorified pitch control. It's really good pitch control. Or it's not Autotune, but it adds different melodies, lower. It's obviously harmonies, but if you don't understand harmonizer, it adds synthetic, not real, different layers to the voice. So low and high. This one, I believe, I forget how I had it sound actually. So let's go ahead and listen to it. I had it really low. Oh shoot, I need to turn that up. Oh, this was actually me whispering with the harmonizer on. See, it has like a weird, like it sounds crappy, but with mixed with the other vocals, it makes them more whispery and stuff like that. So you take away the harmonizer. Yeah, that's literally what I was doing. And then I have this final layer right here, which I believe is. With this one, I added a fifth harmony, and it sounded super sick. So you put it all together, and I'm drifting on. So you get a nice mix of this, the main vocal, which is just a normal vocal. You get a nice whisper, which really adds to it. Because in the main vocal, I try to pronounce everything very well. It's kind of hard to pronounce things super well when you're doing it whispery. And then on the last one, it adds like that kind of syntheticness to it. And then all together. I'm drifting on in the atmosphere. Oh, and obviously I turned the whisper vocal up a lot, so it sounds kind of funky. Turn it back down. And then with these vocals right here, nothing crazy. Like I have vocal enhancer, FTT filter, I have a compressor, obviously. I had 2 compressors. Got Autotune, A major, max Autotune. Hey, this excuse me, this is not stock, but this is super nice. I have it on like the width and the space all up, so it sounds spacey. You guessed it. And you get full size. What is reality anymore? Heaven's never been. So the cool part with the Heaven's Never Been is it has a chorus / flanger on it, and really what that does, it just kind of adds some grittiness to the voice. So here's it without. Heaven's never been so close. It kind of sounds the same, but when I put it on, it sounds a little different than the other vocals. Heaven's never been so close. So it made the transition look pretty cool. I used to have, actually, I really don't want to show you guys this, but I'm going to show you it anyways. What I used to have there before I put the Heaven's Never Been part, which I love. This is what it used to be. I'm in between 2 doors, Heaven's never been so close. I mean, it's not too bad. But I just like the Heaven's never. But keep in mind, the Heaven's Never Been, bro, that was Heaven's never. But I was all the way over here. I had the volume turned down, so it came out emotional and loud, but it didn't distort or anything. So yeah, then you got these vocals. So close. There's a lot of reverb. My tether's cut is no more. I'm on the ball. I really wanted to go for the bar. The Autotune was super smooth with that. That was the point for those vocals. These have the chorus flanger on them as well. I wanted these to be a little more, like I said, I don't know. My missions fell. The debris clouds the sky. I cannot find. You can get a little bored of all of the reverb in the same vocal texture and mix and all that. So yeah, I wanted to put that on there. And without it, it just sounds. My missions fell. It just doesn't sound right, Yeah, it's pretty much the same vocal profile. And then this right here, so right here, this is really interesting. This used to be something different. The pre-chorus, it sucked so bad, and I couldn't come up with something good. Finally could, and the vocal on this is a lot less reverb, because when the chorus came in, it stuck out in space like this huge thing, right? And I felt like if it had as much reverb as like the opening, I'm drifting off, the opening, it would have taken away from the climax of the beat. This is when the beat, all of the instruments of the beat come in. It's the loudest, it's the biggest, the most orchestral, if you will. It's not, but you get what I mean. The most loud and everything. So I didn't want it to be too overpowered. here's how it would have sounded if I had the reverb as much as like all the other vocals did. So the empty cosmos of my own emotions, I'm stuck out. Like, it still sounds fine, but I don't know. I just wanted it down a little bit. And also this, you know, throughout the song, I'm saying like one or two words together, like for instance, like I love you, yes I do, and in between the first two words or first three words, I love you and yes I do, there's a bunch of space and, you know, echo and reverb and all of that. With this, it's not really. It's in the empty cosmos of my own. It's all put together, so I didn't want it to bleed too much. And I felt that it was good, but I wanted a little bit of like a rising effect. Now, there's different ways you can do a rising effect. You can put an actual riser in. You can have the volume slowly go up, or you can, I don't know, put something else in. So I put another harmonized vocal under it. This one was pretty high pitched though, because you know, I can after mixing and all that for a decent amount of time, I can tell what certain vocals are gonna sound good with it. This is gonna sound good with like a telephone effect under it. You know, harmonizer, just no harmonizer, just the same vocal layered and pitched down and then moved a little forward, so it makes it a little thicker. This, for some reason, I just knew it needed some high pitched stuff. I don't have the high pitched vocal really loud at all. You know, I have, oh shoot, I actually do. Wait. Oh yeah, no, but I have the harmonizer turned down by 10 decibels. So here's how it sounds. Oceans, I am swimming in the tears of an ocean. I know where I am. See, it just, I love that part of the song. It just fits together so, especially when I go, you know, it just sounds good. So like, here, listen to it without. Then I'm gonna play it with the whole beat, you know, for context. But, oh shoot, I'm doing it wrong. No, don't. I'll just mute this. Okay. So here's what that. In the empty cosmos of my own emotions, I am swimming in the tears of an ocean. I know where I am going, but it's scary. It sounds good. I mean, you know, but and I don't want the harmonizer at the first part because it'd be abrasive coming in from this. That's one thing when you guys put on like effects and all of that, make sure that it slowly comes in most of the time. In the empty cosmos of my own emotions, I am swimming in the tears of an ocean. I know. It adds more texture. It has more texture to the vocal. The vocal wasn't boring, but it could, so you add a little more to it. Then we got the space vocals, the best vocals. These do have a little bit of chorus on them. Like I said, adding that gritty effect. They have echo, obviously. A lot of reverb. This is at a 0.2. Everything else is about at -3. So it needed to have a little more reverb, but it's fitting. Some reverb can be too much, but this was very fitting. So I'm stuck out in space. When I was recording this, I just again mic all the way down, but with this one I wanted my voice to be very present, so I believe I was about this close. I'm stuck out in space. Now, I need Autotune for this. My voice sounds very bad in the specific vocal without Autotune. I'm going to be 100%. The rest of that song, it's alright without Autotune. This, I needed 100%. But that was part of the cool part of it, I guess you could say, is that, you know, the space. Like, someone could do that with their normal voice. Many people could. You know, I could after months and months of practice and voice lessons. But I felt like it did sound really cool in context with Autotune, and it didn't necessarily sound real, but it didn't sound, I don't know, bad, I guess. Now, this didn't distort at all, but it was peaking a little bit. As you can see, I turned this down 10 decibel here because I'm stuck out. I wanted that to be loud, and then I want it to be level. If I didn't turn these down, it would have been like, stuck out in space, which is what you want, but volume-wise, it was too high. It was too high. Then what I have, though, is I have it going up many decibels at the end. And here's what I go space. I wanted the S to kind of come out at the end. And I have it go high at the end because then it kind of boosts the reverb up. So it's kind of like space. You get what I'm saying? It kind of boosts the reverb up. Then you want the vocal down. so it can just kind of chill out. Obviously, if I was to have this, not have this down, it wouldn't look good. Then right here, with no place to hide, no place to go. Again, these are very simple, pretty similar vocal palette. Less reverb though, so the drifting away could shine even more and have the most. I didn't have the most reverb, huh? I didn't want anything to get too repetitive when it comes to what things sound like, so I took away the chorus sound, the gritty sound on the drifting away. I'm drifting away. And you'll find on the drifting away, I slowly had the volume go up. This vocal was a little less. My idea was with the stuck out in space, I was rising my vocal tone, so going stuck out in space. With the drifting away, I was going, I'm drifting away. Here's the best way I could put it for you. Stuck out in space was stuck out in space. Drifting away was I'm drifting away. Because I literally wanted to make it sound like my vocal was drifting away. And then what I added under the vocal was this, like mega, so much echo and reverb and whatever. I put reverb on 2 times. Yeah. Now I put it under the vocal, so it kind of sound like this. It kind of sound, I'm drifting away. It kind of added like a final like boom. So imagine someone's actually drifting away in space. They're drifting away, boom. That's when the explosion happened, basically, right? So it sounds super dramatic moment that allowed me to play it off in the music video. I went like bam, you know. Then we got right here, second verse. With no way to find. Oh, sorry. This is more. This is the end of the chorus. With this one, I wanted it to be less. I wanted it to be more controlled, less like drifting away or space. Just give it clarity, vocal clarity. Just a nice. No way to find. Just laying it out because I would not want to go from drifting away and then another boom, because it takes away from the drifting away and the space, huge vocals and all of that. All right, then you got the verse. I see the stars shining in my face, the end of the line. I wanted to make my vocals sound a little different, so I think I went a little lower on this one. Then I wanted to make it sound even different. Again, I didn't want to sing it the same as I'm drifting off and what is reality. I wanted to I see the stars, just a little different. And then this, I go a lot higher. It's time to move on. Time to move on. Wanted to do an on. Because the way that most of my vocals have been ending up to that point were just like ooh, not like ooh, I'm bad at singing, I know, but so yeah, that's what I wanted to do with that. Pretty much the same vocal stuff, just less reverb on these. And you got this. I'm looking right at the gate, see the angels I pray, don't you take. I'm looking right at the gate, see the angels I pray, don't you take me today, don't you take me today. Bro, that's staring God in the face. Honestly, that's what I'm talking about. Pretty great. Time is not now. Oh, I have faith. Oh, I have faith. I wanted this less vocal to be, super smooth and all that as we go back into the pre-chorus. My missions fail. All right, pre-chorus is the same, except on, or sorry, not pre-chorus. Well, it's all part of the pre-chorus, I guess. So then I added this little vocal. Guess this is my goodbye. I wanted to add this. seals my goodbye. I wanted to add it because I wanted to kind of just get the listener kind of ready, like, oh, what's about to get, like, it's about to get, you know, it's about to get, you know, big and lit and all that stuff again. And yeah, no, so I did that just because, like, I feel like if I didn't have it, it wouldn't be like, oh, okay. It built up the momentum, you know what I'm saying? Another thing I did to build up the momentum is I turned up the harmonizer, the pitch. You can call it pitch control, whatever. But I don't like saying pitch control because it sounds like I'm talking about Autotune. But I turned up the harmonizer. I turned up the pitched up vocal. I think I turned it up in pitch. No, I didn't. But I turned the harmonizer up 2 decibels, and I turned the actual vocal up like 3, so you hear it a little more. That's the same volume. Then it goes up, getting you ready. Space vocals are the same. Yep. Drifting away vocals are the same. I think just a little bit louder, a little more reverb, just for effect. Not too much to where it's unbearable, but just a little more. Then we got, I put the I think the same exact harmonize effect. Yeah, just a little higher in pitch. Pretty similar harmonizer effect that I put on the pre-chorus on the end of the last chorus, just to give it, like, it gives it even more of a clarity, peaceful, like, sound. So that sounds really nice. They clash really well. With no way to fight. Sounds super dope. Then I added this little rap part at the end. This took me a bit to mix. I was adding too much reverb, not enough reverb. I got it just right. I want it to be the really talking. I wanted to sum up the song. I want it to be as deep as I possibly have made a song yet. And, you know, it's really good. I didn't want to end the song just like with some just vocals. You know, I want it, like, again, the whole thing about this is switching, not necessarily moods, because the song is one whole mood. It's, you know, the dark, you know, kind of sad, you know, space mood. But I wanted to add a little bit different vocal style. So if these are my last moments that I live my life right, do I deserve forgiveness? I promote the strife. Do I deserve? So nothing huge with this one. Then you got the ending vocal. Lots of reverb. Most people probably don't know what I'm saying. I'm saying hallelujah. And then obviously this, nothing crazy. But I make so many mistakes that everybody who knew me just needed space. I needed the ending vocal to sound, I needed the space to sound spacey. A lot of reverb, and totally summed it up. This is one of my best songs for sure. Like I said, because I did certain things like this. I switched it up when I knew it had to be switched up and all that. So I'm definitely proud of this song. But yeah, I mean, as far as lyrics and everything goes, it was just like me trying my best to put myself in the position of a near-death experience, exploding in space, and also obviously over dramatizing when I and other people and just people in general in this life feel alone. I don't feel like I'm drifting off or stuck in space most of the time, but some people do. So I like to add that, make it more deep, but also make it grand, and you could play it off as two different things. And that's really, it's not like me saying now like, oh yeah, you could play it off as two different things. That was the 100% intent. I wanted a space song. That's literally what I said to myself. One day I found this beat, I got the chorus down, I made the rest of it. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, you want more Audition tutorials, let me know. If you want to know how to make the basic building blocks, and like presets and all that, I got videos on that. And yeah, I'm gonna do another tutorial next week or in a couple of days. So yeah, this was fun, but hope if anybody's watching this, it helped as far as my ideas behind it. I don't know if it'll necessarily help anybody, because like I'm just showing you what I did. I'm not like, I don't know. I'll see you guys later. Check out song reviews I'm doing with my homies every single Thursday. And peace out. Oh, go stream the song. Stream all my music. Link in the description. This song just dropped on my new EP, Reflection. May 21st. Peace out.